It's your Rock Station 99.7 The Blitz. We are backstage at Sonic Temple 2024. Thick Rick over there, Lewis over here, and the ladies of Plush in the middle.
Mariah, Bella, Ashley, and Faith. Did I get it?
Yes, thank you for having us.
All right.
But not in that order.
No, I know.
But you got it. They're all
Mariah, Bella, Ashley, Faith.
Faith.
Ha! Got it.
Yeah. I am impressed. So you guys played earlier today at one. Well, you guys were on like 125-ish, 130.
Yeah.
How hot was it?
So hot, but we powered right through it. It was such a fun show. We loved it.
Awesome.
It was awesome.
Did you guys happen to play Rockville?
Yes, we did.
So this wasn't bad.
Honestly, this was hotter than Rockville.
Oh, it was.
We
Really?
had the coolest day at Rockville. We brought in the cold front, whatever that means.
It was overcast. It was like all day. So it was perfect.
All right. What kind of response did you guys get today?
Oh, it was great.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a great rock community in Columbus, Ohio.
So you guys you're playing in a world where it's mostly tattooed dudes in black from head to toe, and you guys come in rocking just as hard as they do in some cases, but in a female package. How is that? Like, do people expect you guys, when you guys start your thing, do they expect you guys to sound the way you do?
I feel the cool thing about a festival like this is that it's such a diverse lineup, and everyone's here to have a good time, to rock out. That I feel like everyone has that sort of expectation, no matter what you look like, what your gender is. And I think, people in the crowd that might not know of us, you could definitely see maybe even that light bulb go off as soon as we start. Of like, everyone's here to party and headbang and have a fun time.
Right.
My niece is here. She's 14, and she and I were talking about how, you look around at rock and roll today. The women are everywhere, and they're kicking ass. So, welcome in, man. I mean, it's great, I think.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, when you guys do you guys approach the festival shows differently than you would if you were doing your own thing? Because you see, there's so many bands on. Does it go into what your set list is going to be? Do you put more time into, okay, maybe we should do this, take this out, put this in? Is there more of a process when it comes to the big festival shows?
Yeah, I would say so. Just because it's we usually, especially for the festivals, try to keep a really energy-packed set. Because as Bella was saying, everyone's here to have a good time and rock the hell out. And then also, a lot of it's just the throw and go thing, which is great. It's rock and roll, So it's definitely different, So we're definitely a lot of the time we won't use in-ear monitors sometimes, and it's just classic old school monitors.
Just let it go raw.
Yeah. So I feel like that's the headspace that we're going in with the festivals usually.
Very
versus
good.
Other shows, yeah.
So you guys don't have regular jobs anymore? It's just all band, all rock and roll, right? No, yeah?
A little bit of balance of everything.
All right. Well, because we've been talking to every band. I always wondered, what was the last regular job, hourly job you had?
It's good to stay grounded and have a mix of
all
your
right,
home
all right,
life and
yeah.
what you do there versus what you do on tours.
Right.
I just think that's important for everyone to have
Sure.
in this industry.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost two different lives. Yeah, like Hannah Montana.
Yeah, well, of course, yeah.
The best of both worlds.
I was trying to remember who we were talking to, but he was like, I did have to do some time at Publix, at the grocery store.
Yeah, during the pandemic?
Yeah, so.
Yeah. It was when we were talking with Dead Poets Society. They were like, dude, the pandemic changed everything. There was no music. There was no touring. There was no anything. So you had to kind of you're not selling merch when nobody is out, on the road. You're not being asked to come play a show someplace. So you have to kind of figure out how to make ends meet. So
where were you during the pandemic?
In high school.
Same. And forming. That was our formative year.
You started in high school, right? I mean, that's when you guys got together.
Yeah, right out of it. Yeah, it was all in 2020 was when we formed. So it was kind of one of those things for us of where we hadn't played shows before. It kind of forced us to spend a year just in the rehearsal space before we even went out and played our first live show as a band.
That is so cool. I mean, because
we isolated together, guys. How cute. We're quarantine buds.
When did you guys know you had something? When did the light bulb click on where you're like, hey, this might actually work? Or have you had that yet?
I'd say they just played Sonic.
I would think so, but everybody's different. Someone might go, until we headline Wembley, we haven't made it.
Oh.
So.
I don't know. It's tough. I think seeing just obviously getting these amazing opportunities and being able to play these awesome festivals and you know, like right now we're on our very first ever headline tour. And I think that's been very telling as well, you know, because you never know who's going to, is it going to be 50 people? Is it going to be more? Like, you never know, you know, and I think that it's a time where you really can kind of prove to yourself and find out your impact. But I also think, like, the response to hate fresh out of the pandemic was a big moment for us when we were like, oh my gosh, like, you know, people... The song is getting a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy.
Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
The response kind of floored us because it was like still pandemic. We put the song out and then we find out, you know, like the restrictions are lifting and it's like, you know, into a tour with Evanescence and Hailstorm and then opening for Seven Dust and Slash. And I think that was a moment of like, as soon as we could start touring, it was just a roller coaster for sure.
Well, that's pretty good company to keep.
What's that like when you get that call from those bands that everybody knows who those bands are? What's that like when you go, guys, we're going to go open for Slash tonight? You know,
it's definitely surreal, you know, especially for each of us, you know, we're very thankful to have the opportunity to open for like a lot of our favorite bands and our musical heroes. Like for me, like opening for Slash was like, you know, I didn't really believe it was happening till the first show, and we meet him and it's like, oh my God, this is crazy.
So if you, on that topic, if you could share the stage with any music artist in history, dead or alive, pick one, who would you love to share the stage with?
I think we're all going to have very drastically different answers.
That's okay.
That's
okay. That's fine.
For me, I think it would be Ozzy with Randy Rhoads in that era on like Diary of a Madman tour.
You two just had a moment and you don't even know it.
This girl knows it. She knows it. It's my favorite guitar player of all time. I can't even imagine what it would have been like if he'd never died. Unbelievable. That is I love it.
Mariah, what about you?
Oh man, this is a loaded question.
You can think. You can think about it for a minute if they know.
Okay, I'll think about it. Yeah. No.
Or do you know?
Paramore. Ever since I was younger, playing drums,
all
I always
right.
looked up to them, watched their tour vlogs. Oh, I wish I could do that so bad.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a big inspiration to me growing
All right.
up.
I can see that.
One that I really hope happens is Rammstein. I think that'd be so much fun.
Nice.
I'm German, so you know what's up. Gotta represent
Du
my
hast.
ethnicity. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, the 1975, and then one that doesn't make sense, Morgan Wallen. I agree with that one too. It would be fun.
How did that happen? That's funny.
I love Morgan Wallen.
That's great.
Who doesn't?
I love it.
You guys
That's
can go
awesome.
out, have a show, and then throw chairs off bars together. It'd be great.
All right.
Went to like the bar with the chair incident happened in the other night.
Yeah,
and
we
it's
went to Eric.
pretty
okay.
crazy.
I heard there's a sign there
There
that
is.
says you're
It
not.
is.
Don't do it. You're not Morgan Wallen.
All right,
It says
Mariah.
like don't even think about it.
All right, Mariah. Who is it?
I would say. Okay, so I would say Evanescence.
Okay.
They were
just
just
because
here.
Amy Lee is. Oh, really?
They were here Friday night. They were here
my
Friday
gosh.
night.
Yeah.
That must have been amazing.
It was
No,
good.
Thursday night.
Thursday night.
But
Thursday
yeah, they
night.
went on right before Disturbed headlined.
That's
Wow.
right.
Phenomenal
oh, wow.
show.
Evanescence and Disturbed back to back.
Both
That's
of them
freaking
were
awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's
I would
a
say Evanescence and
that's-
Lady Gaga, I think.
okay.
Those would be
Okay.
All
mine,
right.
too,
I mean,
yeah.
you know, Lady
There.
Gaga. I mean, we live in the rock world, but I can respect and appreciate somebody with incredible talent. And not only is she a phenomenal musician, but a great actress.
Yeah.
She's
Oh
a
my God.
fantastic.
Do you guys know?
Did you guys see her in American Horror Story?
Yes.
I did.
Incredible.
Do you
So-
guys know that Lady Gaga's touring guitarist is Nuno Betancourt, who used to play in Extreme once upon a time?
Really?
I
I
did
thought he
not
was playing
know
with
that.
Rihanna too.
Yeah.
That's so sick. He's one of my favorite guitar players.
I didn't
for
even know
sure.
that.
That is so cool.
Rick is awesome because every now and then I will drop a nugget and he's like, I was this many years old when I found, and it like messes with him for days. It's great. It's awesome.
Please.
Well, ladies, thank you for taking the time to hang with us today. Best wishes for you guys. Continued success, continued luck. You got to come back and see us in Columbus sometime when you're on another tour and we can do
Yeah, when
another
you're
show.
headlining.
Doesn't have to be
Yeah.
a festival show. We like the other ones too.
Now, wait a minute.
Oh.
I got. We can't stop until I ask this. So, Ronnie Hunter, she is like the rock goddess of rock radio in Ohio. She's on in the afternoon. She's our music director, and she demands that we find out from every artist what is your favorite dessert.
Your dessert?
Another loaded question, huh?
Oh, this is harder than who do you want to share
Yeah.
the stage with?
Do you need to go last again, Mariah?
I feel like anything chocolate for me.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All right. Mike Munchak from Stained is all about molten lava cake. Mike, the guitarist from Stained.
Lava cakes are good.
Yeah, molten lava cake is all about it.
I love chocolate mousse. I feel like
All
chocolate
right.
mousse is one of my
Chocolate
favorite
mousse. Okay.
desserts
All
ever.
right.
Yeah.
I didn't think this was going to be that big a stumper.
I like a good chocolate chip cookie.
All right,
Okay.
that's great.
Oh my gosh, I really don't know. I feel like all I eat is dessert at catering. I'll skip eating regular food and just get dessert. But
Yeah.
I would say either strawberry shortcake, anything with lemon, or all-time favorite pistachio ice cream.
Oh,
Now you're in his heart.
We know what's up.
we're good.
When you guys come back and play again, I'm going to tell you something. My wife makes the most amazing chocolate chip cookies, and I'm going to bring some to
Yeah.
you that night.
He's
Where?
not. He's not even lying about that. That
He's had 'em.
Yeah, that is biblical fact. So.
All right, Plush,
Was
ladies, thank you. Hope you had a great
Yeah,
time.
thanks
I hope
for
you have a
having
great
us.
future,
Thanks
and
for
I hope
having
we see you again here in Columbus.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.